of Jack Elliott today because he is back and it is Accent of the Week. And let's hit that promo. Accent of the Week, sponsored by sportingviewpoint.co.uk.
It is a fact that a Celtics anniversary will, the fans will be up for the club, and there is no reason why they cannot get a draw.
Right, well, that was Accent of the Week. We have done Joke of the Week, Dale Harris. Unfortunately, Jack's joke was terrible, but...
that was going to be my next question, was it? Obviously, Jack would, he's a big fan of jokes. He wouldn't mind probably taking my space in Joke of the Week. I was just thinking, was it up to my kind of standards?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but it was worse. Go on, Jack.
Okay, put it this way, Dale. The joke that I just did, I thought it'd be nice to get a bit of nostalgia. It was a joke, my first joke that I made up when I was 7 years old.
Oh. Right, okay, well, we've had News of the Week, we've had Joke of the Week, we've had Accent of the Week even. It's now time for Highlight of the Week. And lads, what is your main highlight, Dale Harris?
Well, this is going to be quite sad, but almost left to get me out of here starting this Sunday. And they've just announced the lineup, which includes David Haye. His boxing career has really kept going very strong with this news. Also, you've got names such as Helen Flanagan, which are going to get the men very excited. But yeah, I think it's the 11th series. I don't know if you two are fans, but yeah, I think it's going to be interesting this year.
I've got to be honest. I don't want to admit this, but I've watched every series. I'm a massive fan of I'm a Celebrity, and just a few days ago, I've got to be honest, I got just a little excited when Dwayne Johnson's name came up that he might be going into the jungle. That doesn't seem to be happening now, but I do think with I'm a Celebrity, that original cast, it never goes that way. There's always a name or two added, and it's normally the biggest name is added later on.
But who needs Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson when you have Eric Briscoe?
Eric Briscoe, who is a darts legend. I've got a lot of respect for him. And, I've got to be honest, I think they've got a nice mixture of sports stars, actors, actresses, female personalities, Conservative Tory members, Jack's mates. And, I just think that, it's a nice mix and I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
I was just going to say, what do you two think about Nadine Dorries being suspended from the Conservative Party due to being on I'm a Celebrity? Get me out of it.
Well, I asked Stuart Andrew this, the Conservative MP, and this is the comment he gave me. He said, would anyone else not expect to be punished if you took 6 weeks off work without any real explanation? And I think he's got a point when he says that.
Oh.
Well, yes, he has. In any other work situation, it wouldn't even be thought about. I just think with high-profile jobs, even in like sport and stuff like that, they get away with stuff where, for example, the John Terry and Luis Suarez thing, yes, they got suspended, but if in any other job they'd done that, I think they would have been sacked on the spot.
I think she might have got away with it if she'd have given sort of prior notice of going out. She seems to have kind of dropped it on the Conservative Party. And B, if she was maybe doing some kind of other work in Australia around I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of It. I don't know, maybe if she was going on some like fundraising tour for the Tories or something like that. But, Louise Mensch wrote an opinion article today in The Guardian basically saying that she's... Nadine Dorries has just made a mockery of the profession of MPs. I don't know what you two think about that.
I think it's a bit late for that, to be honest. I think any respect or whatever that they had went out the door years ago. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I'd completely agree. I think an interesting Twitter spat between Louise Mensch and Lord Sugar happened over the week, which I think that more of that will come to light. But in terms of what she's done, I think. I'd just like to know whether this money she's getting from I'm a Celebrity, if she's going to give any of it to charity, or if any of the celebrities will, in all fairness.
Well, before that, you just mentioned the Twitter part there. Well, Lord Sugar is a bit of a Twitter mogul, really. Whereas Louise mentioned, you could say he's a bit of a apprentice at the Twitter game. But back to your point there about, I think I think about half of it goes to charity, each call, and I think the other half is to the discretion of the celebrity. So it'd be interesting to see what she does with her share of the pie.
Yeah, I mean, really, in these hard times, and with all this talk of, Cameron's always telling us about the big society and everything, it'd be nice to see her give her her millions of dollars, or whatever she gets, to charity.
Well, you know what though, the game they play at times is a type of evolution, because there was a time when celebrities were the household name, and they got their money, and they did all this good, and now I think the term celebrity is a bit of a dirty word. That I've been doing some research on it, and I think they're at a real crossroads at the moment, and they just need, maybe a few scholars to come forward and, to say that at the moment it is smoke and mirrors, but I think they just need that. Some celebrities just need to get rid of that predator instinct about getting as much money as they can.
Well, I think we've pretty much covered the world of celebrity as well as the programme on a celebrity. We'll go with you this time, Tom. What is your highlight of the week?
Well, I am a wrestling geek, everybody knows that, and my highlight of the week is TNA Turning Point. This is going to be my opinion. This could be pay-per-view of the year, and I think I've made this statement on Twitter. I've had a few people disagreeing with me, but the matches on offer are just incredible. Jeff Hardy defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Austin Aries in a ladder match. And when you think of Jeff Hardy, you think of ladders. And Dale Harris, I bet you've got some memories of Jeff Hardy in ladders.
Well, yes, I have, because growing up, along with The Rock, he was my favourite wrestler. So, him with his brother Matt, who's more in my kind of shape now than than what he used to be. So yeah, I'm sure that'd be a good one. I don't know that much about the card for Turning Point. I heard a rumour that another of the members or something is going to be revealed, or maybe the leader's going to be revealed.
Well, from what I'm being told, it will be Chris Masters who's revealed at Turning Point. It'll be interesting to see whether that's the case, because they've changed the plan so many times, and I'm being told the leader may not even be revealed until Next Bound for Glory, which it would be 11 months away, but that is how you build a story. Jack, what are your thoughts on it?
If it's over 11 months, that is an obvious way to kind of create a whole script and a theme park sort of nature to it. But I'm no expert on wrestling, as you can probably tell from this, if anyone listens to it. And I'll tell you my highlight of the week, shall I? My highlight of the week, you won't be expecting this one. Leeds International Film Festival. On Friday, I'm going to see a documentary about the Egyptian uprising. It's called Back to the Square. I'll be writing a review on it, and it comes very highly reviewed. It's on twice. It's on Friday at the Light at 6 p.m. And it's basically about what's failed in the Egyptian revolution. Guys, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, I've heard about the film festival, and I've had a flick through the guide. Not many films that appeal to me, but I'm not the kind of intellectual film viewer, as you can probably tell. I'm more of a comedy type one, maybe a bit of a slapstick. But I'm sure if the opportunity arises, I'll take a look at a couple. And obviously, if they're at a film festival, they must be all right.
Well, I've heard a bit about this film that you are going to see, and I've heard the reviews have been quite positive. I think it'll be interesting to see from a different point of view, just about because the news organisations have to try and be a little bit balanced. Well, this probably will be quite one-sided, and it'll be interesting just to see what footage has been given, and for this film, and just maybe how brutal this film is. I'm not sure. Has it got a rating, Jack?
It does, yeah. It's a 12, and the film actually basically just follows 5 people and their events like through the revolution, and that's the last thing I'm going to say about it.
Well, thank you so much, Del Harris and Jack Elliott and myself, for Blah de Blah, and I hope you enjoyed listening. I was Tom Feeney.
Oh, well, I still am Dale Harris.
And I was Jack Elliott.
And we're still alive, by the way. But just by the way, Dale even turned it into a was an thing. But anyway, we're all still breathing. Don't worry. Blah de Blah will be back next week after Jack's joke with Just Star. Thank you for listening to Blah.
Dean.
Blah.
Thank you for listening to Blah de Blah.